Hey everyone, it's Theo, and the plagiarism continues as we do another Meshach Temple of Water build. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. This build's going to look very similar to the Seahorse farm build on Nightmare. A little difference. So we're going to go ahead and place our ore stacks here. It's going to be Strength Drain, Ensnare, and Electric Aura. And right here we're going to build a Strength Drain and an Ensnare Aura. And we're going to drop down here. Yep. And we're going to go ahead and build another Aura stack. All three this time. Strength Drain, Ensnare, and an Electric Aura. We're going to come all the way to the other side. We're going to go ahead and grab some more mana. And we're going to go ahead and build another Aura stack right here. Strength Drain, Electric Aura, and an Ensnare Aura. And I'm going to go ahead and build a Strength Drain right there in the water. Grab some more mana. I'm going to go ahead and grab this chest too. And let's go ahead and bring in our Huntress. She doesn't get much use. She's happy to be out. She's going to go ahead and come over here and drop a gas trap, just like we did on the Nightmare survival build. She's going to run back because she's getting tired. And I'll go ahead and bring in our Series EV. Now we're going to go ahead and build a reflect beam right here. This is just to protect this crystal from, dumb old archers. We'll build a 4DU buff beam right on top of this hand railing, safety first. Then we're going to go ahead and drop down here. And we're going to go ahead and build a buff beam. Here we go. Run to the other side, and we're going to build another buff beam for these aura stacks. Alright, yep. Then we'll come over here and build another buff beam. A 4DU buff beam right here by this middle pillar. We'll go ahead and build a reflect beam too to protect our defenses. And we'll build a physical wall right here. This is a 4DU physical wall, just to kind of keep the harbingers and the ogres at bay. We'll go ahead and swap over to our hermit. We're going to go ahead and build some hermity towers. Yep, we'll come down here. And down here I'm actually going to be building 2 seed bombs and a mushroom spore. So the seed bombs are going to point in those 2 directions, pretty much the same direction. And we'll put our mushroom spore there. We'll come over here, we're going to do a nature's pylon and a mushroom spore. Spore on the buff beam, and then the pylon kind of over there. We'll swap over and we'll go to our Adept. We still got enough mana to do some damage here. And just like in our survival build, we're going to build our DSTs to the right and our LTs to the left. Our DSTs are going to point in the exact same directions as we did on our survival build. There we go. Not as many LTs on this map, or on this build. But we did have enough to build everything. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in some DPS heroes as well. And the reason I'm doing that is just to protect the crystals, because things get a bit crazy. And there's another reason is there is a slogger issue that does occur. So I'm going to go ahead and get these guys in position, because at a certain point I'm just going to have to run around and kill some straggling mobs. This happens on Ruthless. So for this guy, yep, there we go. Let me get my tower boost starting. You see, it takes some, alright, alright, there we go, finally. Start my tower boost. And I'm going to do some upgrading. And my DPS heroes are just here for when I'm ready to go ahead and move them around. Alright, we're going to go ahead and look at this. Alright, there we go. And I'm going to go ahead and bring him down here. Just to help out with the copters. Yeah, there we go. And I'm just going to run around. Obviously, you don't have to do this, but if you want to speed up your waves, it kind of does help to have a DPS hero out here, because it does take some time. But, you know, while I'm DPSing, why don't I just go ahead and do some upgrading while I'm at it, huh? It's not a bad plan. So I'm just going to bring this DPS hero over here, and he's, well, he's going to get in spots, get in his spot first. But he's just going to hang out right here. I'm not going to really do anything with him. He's just going to stand right here. And he has a little wizard on him. So that little wizard's going to be just shooting, spiders below, and potentially copters that come in from above. And I'll do some upgrading with my Tower Boost Monk as I can. And my first monk is just standing here for no other reason than I just have nowhere to put him right now. But he will eventually start running around and doing things. Maybe grab some mana. Maybe upgrade a buff beam or two, make himself useful. While I am tower boosting. I am a DPSing. Now, I am a lazy player, and I prefer to let my towers do the work and just hang tight. But for this map, it's a slow map. It really is. So I'm just going to run around and just help. The build doesn't need the help, but, for expediency's sake, I'm just going to run around, do some killing, grab some mana while I'm doing it, and do some upgrades. Sometimes you will have harbingers that just get stuck all the way, in a corner, and the DSTs just aren't doing anything to them. But we're getting close to it. You see there's a harbinger over there. I mean, they're just taking their freaking sweet time. I mean, look we have 20 mobs to go. we're just waiting for these things to die. It takes so long, and that's why oftentimes the builds would be, you just bring it out. You'd have like a tower booster and 3 jesters, and you would just wheel. But with the wheel getting nerfed and not doing as much as it used to, and honestly, I never wanted to rely on a build that needed 3 jesters wheeling for it to be successful. I don't think that's not how I want to do my build. So while this may take longer, I prefer my towers and my heroes doing things than a build requiring jesters to go ahead and wheel things to death, which isn't even a thing you can do much anymore. So this is pretty much it. There is no boss to fight. I'll bring out another hero at the very end, the last wave. But this is pretty much going to be what we do. I'm going to go run around. I'll tower boost. I'll do some upgrades. At this point, you don't really need to upgrade, but it is me, and I'm going to upgrade because, I'm playing the game. Might as well do something, right? So, and if I'm going to do something, why not benefit the build? So I will run around. I'll grab some mana. I'll tower boost. And I'll be back when we get near the end. And I'm back. What a slog of a map, I swear. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and bring in the Guardian Summoner with Monk and Huntress Guardians, and they're just gonna hang out by the towers. Oh, man. There is absolutely no reason to play this map other than to unlock survival. And even then, there's no reason to play survival when you can just play Aquanos and farm seahorses. You're not going to want to farm, sea turtles on treadmills either. They're just not a pet worth farming either. So, at the end of the day, there is no reason to run this map whatsoever. Do yourselves a favor. Complete it. Be happy you completed it. And if you want to farm seahorses, go ahead and play Aquanos. Alright, let's see if we can get through the rest of this map and get to the end. Almost. Yes. Finally, we are done. Oh man, this map. Now let's see the wonderful rewards we get for these miraculous efforts we have foretaken. Foretaken? We've undertaken. I mean, whatever. There's nothing on this map you want. No weapons. Nothing. We've done the map. Now we can do survival. Yay? I mean, look at that. 23 minutes for a campaign map, 18 minutes of combat. It's brutal. I mean, survival waves were faster than these waves were. 3 minutes. I mean, it's lame. It's done. It's over. Finished. Done. And now we can see a horse farm on this map. Maybe. Alright. Towers. Yes, they killed stuff. Whoopity-doo. Alright, well that's all I have for us today. Thanks for watching. Happy farming. And all hail King Meshach. Until next time. Bye.